Let's get these thumbs up, 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 you guys. You guys already know what time it is. Thumbs up, up, up the video to death, honey. Abuse, violate, and destroy the thumbs up feature, honey. This is one of the most significant things you can do here on the platform. So thumbs up, 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 and share the stream out. Thank you. There's 43 likes on the video, and it's 80 y'all in the building. It should be easily 80 likes on the video. It's free. The like don't cost you nothing. It's free 99, and we ain't got no weirdos over here. We ain't got nothing but supporters. So these likes should never be lacking. The live stream chat should always be matching the energy of the thumbs up feature. They go hand in hand together. So thumbs up, 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 up the video, you guys. We working hard as hell over here. Okay, all I need from y'all is y'all engagement with that thumbs up button, baby. All right, that's all I need, honey. I'm gonna do the rest, baby. I'm gonna entertain. I'm gonna go fetch the content. I'm gonna put it all together. I'm gonna do everything else, baby. I just need y'all to do the easiest thing to do, which is to thumbs up the video. Up. Everybody. It's good to have beautiful people in the building. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I know it's been an intense, action-packed week, girl. We had the VP presidential election, child. There's a lot going on, baby. Everything going on, baby. There's a lot going on, all right? And we're going to catch up and talk about everything, baby. It's a lot going on. So we working, baby. Working hard every day. Big wheels keep on turning. One video is 115 of y'all in the building. We should easily be at 100 likes on period. All right? Stop what you're doing for a second and hit that thumbs up button. If you type in the chat, you can thumbs up. If you click on the link, you can thumbs up. If you click on the link, and then thumbs up the video. Pow! Right there, baby. On that thing. Period. What's going on, everybody? Hey, everybody. Hey, Kiwana. Hey, Danny. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Itini. What's going on, Careful? Calypso. What's going on, Kentucky Blues? Hey, y'all. Hey, YouTube Sobriety. What's going on, Mika? Hey, y'all. Everybody thumbs up the building as you guys are entering into the sanctuary. Finding y'all seats, honey. What's going on, Ian Gardner? Hey, Nakia. What's going on, y'all? Hey, Adora. Hey, Sandy Purple. Hey, Miss Jacket of Raids. Yes, I got your email, boo. What's going on, Star? Hey, Taz. Hey, Shelia. Hey, boo. Hey, Sadie. Hey, Miss Barnes. What's going on, Janie? Hey, y'all. Continue to thumbs up the video until it's stuck. Okay, I'm watching in real time. These thumbs up, child. I'm watching them. Got my eye on these thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, 80. We should be at easy at 100, babies. I'm at 200 of y'all. And y'all see, as y'all thumbs up, the stream grows. Because when you thumbs up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another conscious crew member and telling them to get their arses into the sanctuary. You're also sending out notifications when you hit the thumbs up button, girl. YouTube is real tragic. YouTube is real tired. So the notification system don't always be notifying. That's why we got to be going in on this thumbs up button, baby. Okay, getting the full bang for our effort, for our time, for our energy, for our spirits and our souls. All right? You guys already know what we're here to get into. Shout out to all the new subbies. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. Also, make sure that you guys have your notification bell set to all. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your MySpace, your Snapchat, your Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, we're live, and we're certainly in calling. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, what's going on, everybody? All right, we almost at 100 likes. We need 3 more thumbs up to get to 100 likes. Let's continue to thumbs up the video. Whether you are a Bush baby, part of the replay gang, are you actively in the streets with me in real time? I know a lot of the Conscious crew members is that working things, y'all multitasking, but multitask on that thumbs up button too, okay? All right. It's a lot going on, you guys. You know, I will be seizing the kingdom by violence. Okay, so if we have to stop the show to encourage thumbs up, that's what we will do. I don't mind it. I always got time. And because live streaming, you know, is so high maintenance, baby, you know, I'm definitely going to get my worth out of live streaming, baby. So I'm going to need them thumbs up on deck. All right. I want to open up the show with a little disclaimer first and foremost before we even get started. We have another live stream coming at 6 p.m. I'm going to try to be visual for you guys. All right. So make sure that you guys also are tuned in. We got more Diddy updates, girl. You know, the things are thinking. The news is newsing. The cycle is cycling. Let me go ahead and put the link to that live chat in the stream. All right, I just placed it there for you guys. You guys make sure to click that link, set your reminder, thumbs up the video ahead of time so we can just have a smooth transition, baby. Right on in. All right, right on up into that thing, baby, okay? Because we can eliminate a lot of the intro time by just getting into the groove and the habit and the second nature always of thumbing up the video. At this point, it's just got to be second nature. It is a given. All right. I want to open up the show with a little bit of a rough disclaimer, okay? And I mean everything that I'm about to say. So please take it in, internalize it, take it to heart, run with it, take it to Chase Bank, baby, cash it, take it to your local governor, your senator, take it to the police department, girl, because I mean everything I'm about to say. Let me go ahead and separate the wheat from the tare first and foremost. This ain't for the conscious crew member. This is for this other demographic of folk who are subscribed to this channel. And while they are subscribed, they are in fact not a conscious crew member, because I don't consider no bitch who subscribed to me but can't thumbs up the video, who don't appreciate the content, whether they agree with the commentary or not, to be a conscious crew member. Okay? I know that a lot of folk don't know that what they actually are looking for when they subscribe to people's platforms, what they are actually looking for when they take to liking a content creator, is that they are looking for an echo chamber. I'm not an echo chamber, baby. Don't look to me to agree with what you got to say. Don't look to me to be you know, to have the same sentiments. I'm a commentator. I get paid and I'm famous to have an opinion. Okay? I'm going to have an opinion and my opinion. And we're going to drag your faves and we're going to drag my faves. Okay? I don't give a damn who faves they are. This is an equal opportunity as platform. So everybody from Kamala to Joe to Trump to Vance to Janet to Michael can be dragged through and through, by and by, baby. Okay? If you are a cult worshiping ass consumer who idolizes these public fucking figures and you are so invested, okay, in them that you feel like nobody can speak about them or that there can never be any room for criticisms, get your motherfucking ass up off my shit, bitch. I don't want you here. Don't want you here. Don't need you here specifically. Okay? Because over here, bitch, we're going to drag. Over here, whoever needs to enter into the oven at 450 degrees and be baked, fried, dyed, and laid to the motherfucking side, in fact, will. Okay? Now, it broke my heart that I had to drag my icon, Miss Janet Jackson, because I love her down. Her and her dookie braids, baby. Her and her Teletubby ass onesie, baby. Love her down to the ground, girl. Breathing through a white woman's nose and all, sugar. Okay, it broke my heart. But the reason why I gotta drag even my faves on here sometimes is so that y'all can really put respect on it when I also have to drag the ops. Okay? Because I want y'all to remember that we keep that same energy. I want y'all to remember that over here, no, we don't just drag Nicki Minaj, who I can't stand. No, we don't just drag so-and-so because I can't stand them. Over here, we equally tug on the barrettes, on the clip-on ponytails, on the damn surgeries, facelifts, and on the girth and width of these niggas and bitches too that we love to death, baby. Okay? Me liking a motherfucker will never spare them of being criticized. Okay? And it is just a motherfucking opinion. A bitch ain't dead because they got criticized. A bitch still got their coin. A bitch still got their job. A bitch still got their hairline, regardless of whether they made the docket or not. Okay? So if you are weak at the knees, if you are faint at the heart, if you got pussy hoe ass energy, get your motherfucking ass up off my shit. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. I don't want you here. I don't give a fuck about what you feel. I don't give a damn about what you think. If you can't take the heat, bitch, get the fuck up off the kitchen because it is Chef Boyardee over here, girl. The skillet is always hot over on this motherfucker. Okay? I'm not going to spare no feelings. I ain't going to spare no nothing. We have raw ass conversations. We get into raw subject matter. And if you over the age of motherfucking 21, you need to grow the fuck up. Okay? If you want an echo chamber, baby, there are plenty of cult worshiping ass, super fan base ass channels. Y'all can go squindle up under. I don't give a damn about you being up under there, baby. Just get the fuck away from here. Okay? Because I get it and got it without you. Without you, I get it and got it. Okay? I only want the strongest over here, baby. Okay? I only want those profoundly intellectual over here, baby. Okay? I only want those who are deeply mature enough to know that an opinion is like an asshole. Every single person has one, and it's all right. This is what community is all about. When you see the notification and a live stream up over here, don't assume, baby, that you know what the hell my opinion is about to be, baby. All you know is that I'm going live, okay? So I just want y'all to really get it and internalize it in your heads. For those who don't got it, that CTV is not a conformist. He's not going to cater to your motherfucking feelings and your goddamn opinions. You're allowed to have your own, and I'm damn sure gonna have mine, especially since I get cut a check for doing so. Okay? I'm not your local governor. I'm not your mayor. I'm not your senator. I don't require your motherfucking vote in order to have an opinion. Okay? So, once again, that's the disclaimer, baby. Now, you come over here with pussy ass energy if you want to, baby. You get your feelings hurt. That's just going to be all to it, baby. But don't say I ain't warned you. Don't say I ain't let you know, baby, what type of kingdom this is, honey. Because sometimes, baby, y'all not going to stand me. And sometimes I ain't going to stand y'all. And it's all right, baby. Okay, that's what family is all about, sugar. Okay, the love is unconditional. But the like is conditional, baby. Okay, we ain't going to always like what each other think. But, baby, love you nonetheless. Okay? And if you can't survive not liking me for a commentary, okay, and returning back to love, don't even bother, baby. Okay, just stay wherever the hell you been at. And when you haul ass in silence, baby, okay? Some of y'all be making these announcements. Oh, he dragged Janet Jackson. Bitch, subscribe. I don't know you, hoe. We don't break no bread together, girl. We don't go shopping. We don't do brunch, bitch. I don't know you. And you don't have to make no announcement when you is pressed, bitch, okay? Some of y'all just be mad and then want somebody to run behind you, bitch. I'm going to block you immediately to make sure that when you unsubscribe, that you can't re-engage the platform, baby. I'm going to aid and abet in you hauling ass, okay? So haul ass, and then haul ass in silence, baby, okay? Haul ass with the quickness, bitch. Haul ass so fast that you don't even get to utter a sound, bitch, because that's how quick you hit the back door. Okay, get on your scooter and scoot, baby. Because I'm not going to play with your ass up over here, baby. You're going to get pissed off sometimes. You're going to be crying sometimes. You're going to want to pop a vessel sometimes, bitch. You're going to laugh over here. You're going to be inspired over here. You're going to be deeply drenched in spirit and inspiration. Girl, you're going to get the best of it. You're going to get the worst of it over here. Okay? So if we got an understanding, and we all good, because see, those who know. We drag the L, the G, the B, T, the Q, I, A over here, bitch. I don't give a fuck about a bitch orientation. I don't give a fuck about a bitch gender. I don't give a fuck about a bitch ethnicity. I don't give a fuck about a bitch religion. I don't give a fuck about a bitch nothing. Baby, equal opportunity over here, girl. We have snatched all of the wigs over here. Okay? Any motherfucking two-paying wig that need pulling and shifting is going to be shifted and it's going to be pulled, baby. We have no allegiance to no particular group, no particular race, no particular color, no particular nothing, baby. Any motherfucker who need to be got will be gotten. Okay? We are a principled platform over here, baby. Sometimes y'all not going to stand who the truth supports, okay? Sometimes y'all not going to be able to stand who the lies expose. Okay? We get into our thizzo. I ain't pissed off. I'm just making sure that the disclaimer is disclaimed. I'm actually in a really good mood. I'm having a really good Thursday. I just want to make it clear in case there's, in case the wax is waxing in people's ears, in case they have a false understanding, a preconceived notion about, what goes on over here, what type of content creator I am. Okay, it's the reason why I keep my friendship circle very small, and it's because I can't deal with pussy hoe ass energy. It's the reason why I keep my family circle small, baby, because truth and justice is only for the stronger heart, baby. Okay, I can't cater to people's egos. That's why I want to be friends. Don't be sending me your number. Don't be sending me your phone number. Don't be sending me your address, baby. Okay, baby. I literally. My circle at this point is teeny tiny, itty bitty bitty teeny, baby, made up of the strongest of niggas and bitches. Because I don't have time to move around folks' motherfucking egos. I don't give a fuck about your ego. And I don't give a fuck about your temporary ass feelings either. You'll be okay. Okay? So, just how I play it in real life, we gonna play it just like that in digital life, honey. Okay? Now, let's get into the things of the things, girl, because y'all favorite this Grace Mogul girl got it going on. Got it going on. First thing I want to get into is I want to talk about P. Diddy, girl, and how long Diddy been a deviant, demonic, abusive, sick, corrupted piece of turd. Okay? Because remember, Everybody been trying to diagnose Diddy from Suge Knight to Freddie P, you know, saying, hey, there's a boule and niggas got to give up their bussy holes and everything in order to get into the industry. And there's all these filters and rites of passages that these niggas assholes have to pass through in order to get into a certain level of mainstream success, and that, you know, he was abused by Clive Davis allegedly and many other high ups, etc. So he's doing to other people what was done to him. I believe in that concept. As somebody who has worked in and out of the industry, as somebody who is connected to people who connected to the industry, as somebody who has dealt with the casting couch myself, I know how hypersexualized and predatory the industry is. Everybody from the casting the casting agent to the talent recruitant to the cameraman to the PA to the CEO, girl, the whole nine, baby. It's a mess. It's toe up from the damn flow up. However, I've also been reiterating to people that we really don't know exactly what made Diddy this way to begin with. You know, we are assuming that his experience in the industry is what turned him into the motherfucker who is in a 10 by 10 cell right now, all alone, while other prisoners taunt him with bad boy lyrics, eating cold ass food that may be infused with ex-convict feces, with only 1 hour of recreational time and only 3 opportunities in a whole week to watch his shitty ass. Okay, we are assuming that what he has been through in the industry is what made him that. However, as the deep dive on Diddy continues to roll out, it's coming out, in fact, that Diddy has been a raggedy motherfucker for a very, very, very long time, going all the way back to his time at Howard University, girl. Let's roll an old nasty piece of article from Rolling Stone. All right, thumbs up, up, up if you are in the building, baby, because we're working over here. Courtesy of Rolling Stone, Sean Combs' violence against women goes back to college classmates, say. Ex-classmates claim that Combs publicly beat a girlfriend at Howard University, with one eyewitness saying that he appeared to use a belt. The allegations comes from Rolling Stone's 6-month investigation into the hip-hop mogul. Sean Diddy Combs' alleged violence toward women dates back to his days as a student at Howard University in the late 1980s, when the future hip-hop mogul purportedly attacked a girlfriend outside of her dorm, horrifying her classmates and friends, 3 sources claim to Rolling Stone. Combs allegedly screamed in a belligerent manner for the young woman to come outside and began hitting her with what appeared to be a belt when she emerged, according to one eyewitness. Quote, she was trying to defend herself a little, the eyewitness says. She was crying, and we were telling him, get off her, get off her. We were screaming for her. The woman at the center of the alleged attack declined to speak with Rolling Stone. When reached for comment, Combs did not specifically address the new allegations. Mr. Combs cannot comment on settled litigation, will not comment on pending litigation, and cannot address every allegation picked up by the press from any source, no matter how unreliable. His lawyer, Jonathan Davis, tells Rolling Stone, quote, we are aware that the proper authorities are conducting a thorough investigation and therefore have confidence any important issues will be addressed in the proper forum, where the rules distinguish facts from fiction. The previously unreported incident was part of a 6-month Rolling Stone investigation into Bad Boy Entertainment founder. The career-spanning article, published Tuesday and including interviews with more than 50 people, also uncovered new details of alleged physical aggression inside Bad Boy's offices and claims that Diddy actually harassed a business associate at a party he threw to celebrate his 2001 acquittal in a nightclub outing. The new claims bolster the public allegations made against Combs in the 6 sexual assault lawsuit suits filed by 5 women and 1 man after R&B singer Cassie Ventura stepped forward with her bombshell ex-trafficking lawsuit last November. Several people who spoke to Rolling Stone described Combs as a serial predator who used his fame, fortune, industry status, and reputation as a fun-loving party host to hide a volatile temper and disturbing narcissistic behavior for decades. Thumbs up, 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 you guys. 362 of y'all in the building. Hit that thumbs up. While many were shocked by the claims made against Combs, some of which were corroborated by surveillance footage obtained by CNN that shows Combs beating Ventura in a LA hotel in 2016, several women who attended Howard with Combs says that they had seen signs of a controlling and abusive personality even before the mogul's career began. Combs arrived at the esteemed college in the fall of 1987 and quickly earned a reputation for throwing legendary rowdy parties. Okay, so this behavior, this pathology, this playboy, this big man on campus attitude, this abusive Combs, this party hound Combs, been in Combs way before he became who we know him now to be. While some alums remember Combs for his once-in-a-lifetime bashes and over-the-top flamboyant personality, others recall fits of rage, acts of unwanted touching, and public violence. The night Combs allegedly turned up to the school's historic Harriet Tubman Quadrangle dorm and began screaming for his girlfriend to come outside. Other women in the dorm began running through the halls, knocking on doors in a panic. Former classmates tell Rolling Stone they were sounding the alarm that Combs, known then by his nickname Puff, was attacking the young woman outside. One classmate recalled, quote, "Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her," the fellow student said, according to the classmate. "He screamed and hollered and acted a stone fool until she came downstairs." Another Howard student who witnessed the alleged attack tell Rolling Stone. She said Combs used what appeared to be a belt to strike the young woman all over the place, speaking on the condition of anonymity due to the sensitive nature of the incident. The witness says that Combs appeared super angry and was screaming at the top of his lungs. She said he whooped her butt, like really whooped her butt. A third source also recalled the alleged assault to Rolling Stone. One of the former students says that Sean would often turn up to his girlfriend's English class, tapping on the window to get her to ditch the lesson. The visits were a regular occurrence and eventually became noticeably unwelcome. The classmate says that she would tense up when Combs arrived. Her energy shifted. The student who sat next to the woman in class recalls that he just had a weird control thing. "I felt like she was fearful." Another classmate says that she kept as far away as possible from Combs after he caressed her back without warning and asked if she would be willing to meet one of his friends. Another former student remembers Combs flying off the handle and yelling at her simply because she questioned him cutting a cafeteria line. Combs' alleged violence toward women was a pattern that followed him throughout his life, according to 2 lawsuits and sources. Former Bad Boy president Kirk Burrell says that he only saw Combs attack a woman inside Bad Boy's office in 1994. Says that he once saw Combs attack a woman inside Bad Boy's office in 1994. He and another ex-employee telling Rolling Stone that they had to tear Combs off the woman after hearing screams and the sounds of shattering glass. The woman declined Rolling Stone's request for comment. Felicia Newsom, the first manager of Bad Boy's recording studio, Daddy's House, says that she once held Combs back when he was about to beat this girl's ass after a fight broke out between 2 women over Christopher Wallace, aka the Notorious BIG. Quote, "I am holding him by his waist. I'm saying to him, you need to calm down. This is not your fight," Newsom recalls. Combs' relationship with his long-term partner, Kim Porter, who died of lobar pneumonia in 2018, was tumultuous, according to 2 sources who claim Combs physically abused her. Quote, I remember Kim used to go through a lot of stuff. Former Bad Boy rapper Mark Curry tells Rolling Stone. If you live around them, you get to see the toxic relationship. I think every relationship he may have had that I experienced around him was like that. While Combs' future is still uncertain, a federal investigation looms after Homeland Security agents raided his homes in March. Some who knew Combs at Howard have long suspected his legacy would end in disgrace. Quote, none of this was really a surprise for me, says one of the Howard alums who had knowledge of Combs' attack on a classmate. You're really an abuser. You were already feeling you had to have certain power over people. Another says Combs must now face accountability. It is time. You can see the whole full read over at Rolling Stone called Bad Boy for Life. Literally, I mean, even look at the brand, Bad Boy for Life. It was always there. Look at his group, Dirty Money. It was always there. See, people communicate both intentionally, and people also communicate and spill their tea unconsciously. Okay? Matter of fact, most of our behavior is actually unconscious. Okay? That's why the old saying is that the truth always comes to the light. There ain't nothing but light, baby. Everything is already in full sight. What's interesting about some of these allegations stemming back from his time as a Howard University student is the fact that money and power typically exposes and reveals who people are. It doesn't necessarily create who people are. That's why there are righteous, healthy, loving people who have money, who have means. They're communal. They're virtuous. They are ethical. They're moral. And then there's fucked up ass, diabolical, sick, piss poor motherfuckers at spirit, like Diddy, like R. Kelly, like Epstein, like Weinstein, etc. that exist. Money and power don't necessarily create good and evil. It just exposes what's already at the core of a motherfucker. It just exposes and reveals their actual nature. There's almost 400 of y'all in the building. Please thumbs up the video, you guys. Now, speaking of that abuse, Notorious BIG's mom reacted, for those of you who may not have caught this because there was so much going on at the time, to that infamous CNN footage of Cassie Ventura getting assaulted by Diddy in 2016 at the Intercontinental Luxury Hotel. All right, courtesy of Rolling Stone once again. It's been a steady stream of harrowing allegations against Combs since his former girlfriend, Cassandra Cassie Ventura, filed her SEX trafficking lawsuit against the Bad Boy founder in November, detailing numerous instances of violent physical abuse, including a 2016 attack that was captured on hotel surveillance footage. In the wake of Ventura's allegations, 5 more women and 1 man have come forward to accuse Combs of sexual assault in their own lawsuits. BIG's mother responds, I am sick to my stomach, Wallace says about the multiple allegations of violence and sexual abuse against Combs. Quote, I'm praying for Cassie. I'm praying for his mother. I don't want to believe the things that I've heard, but I've seen the hotel video, and I pray that he apologizes to her. I hope that I see Combs one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the living fuck out of his motherfucking ass. You know, that was my own personal rendition. And you can quote me on that, she adds, because I liked him. I didn't want to believe all the awful things, but I am so ashamed and embarrassed. Rolling Stone's investigation into Combs documented a pattern of alleged abuse dating back to Combs' time at Howard University in the late 1980s. All right. So for those of you who missed out on that, BIG's mama girl on site, honey. You know, I hope she gets her time to do that. You know, I hope that she, you know, goes and visits Combe in prison, baby, and that she gives him a big ass knuckle back gorilla smack right across the goddamn face for all of us, okay? That she put that paw on his ass, baby, because Miss Wallace, she want all the smoke. And I wonder now, since all these things have come out about Diddy and sex trafficking of adults, and now children are being alleged to have been trafficked and abused and drugged, etc. If Miss Wallace is considering entertaining belief that this man has something to do directly with the death of her damn son. Because as we learn just how fucked up and deviant Diddy is, if Diddy ain't got no respect for children, baby, he ain't got no respect for nobody, including his alleged best friend and damn sure not his artists. So, interesting piece there. Now, going back to the article about how Diddy's abuse against women dates way back to his college days, girl. His black university days, girl. And he was also known for throwing these over-the-top, flamboyant, fragrant parties. I wanna speed up a little bit and show some of these parties. Shout out to the street committee. Shout out to my boo Crystal for sending me this. She wanted to send me this just to show how Diddy's reach was like multicultural. You know, that Diddy, you know, was somebody who was connected to people from all walks of life. White, black, Asian, young, tall, the higher ups, the day players, the bottom feeders, that the people that galvanized and the people that sought to surround themselves around Diddy were from all walks of life. So this man had a plethora, had a buffet of people to victimize and to potentially victimize and to outsource as his victims. This is why I had put my foot deep off into Usher's pussy, which apparently there's already been plenty of foots up his ass, and I had put my foot up Neo's ass, because these men in the industry, who some of them have allegedly already been abused by Diddy, have continued to collaborate with him, like Usher did, I believe, last year or earlier this year, when Usher and Diddy came on to Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg's cooking show, sat down, had a meal, doing content together. And, you know, I'm shook because Usher, you know, couldn't do anything about what he had been through as a young boy. But after being so aware now, and now being a grown man and having his own autonomy, his own means, his own resources, his own wealth, etc., I was really surprised that he has continued to work with Diddy in any form and add to Diddy's social equity and social attractiveness, because Diddy is using that social equity to continue to appeal to the general public, which are the people who are ending up abused by him, such as the 9-year-old boy that we heard attorney Busby say was raped by Diddy, who was simply auditioning for Diddy. As other celebrities ignore these rumors, ignore their own experiences, ignore their direct knowledge of what's going on with Diddy, continuing to collaborate with him, just like Dawn from Danity Kane was last year. She was promoting all of Dirty Money shit. She was promoting Diddy's 5th album. She's on tour with him. She's big upping him in interviews. She's making content with him, and then filed a lawsuit against him 6 days before his indictment. And all these people knew what this man was capable of, knew what he was allegedly doing to children, what he was doing to innocent men and women, and continued to highlight him in the public and make him appear to be someone who could make your dreams come true. When all of that was just a ploy to get people in so that he could take advantage of their gift, steal their talent like Ursula did to Ariel, and then subject them to actual abuse of diabolical type. So I'm going to hold still the Ushers and the Biebers, the Dons, and all these motherfucking people accountable. Because Justin Bieber was still fucking with Diddy too, all the way up to last year, celebrating his birthday with them and all. And it's just at some point, where is the accountability in at least not promoting this man? At least social distancing from this damn man, so that he doesn't continue to have all of this popularity and sensationalism that allows the front doors of his fashion label, the front doors of his record label, the front doors of his liquor company to be a bridge to victimhood. Because if I didn't know better, and I was somebody who really was kind of checked out of pop culture, you know, I would think because he's collaborating with all these people, girl, the Ushers, the Biebers, the Dons, etc., girl, all these celebrities, Ashton Kutcher, etc., Kevin Hart, Jason Lee, all these people want to Diddy. Now everybody see no evil and know no evil. But before he was indicted, everybody was clout chasing off this nigga name. Everybody needed to be at a Diddy party. Everybody wanted that social capital that came with Diddy's popularity. And now, on the day that everything everybody knew becomes an indictment, now nobody want to speak. Nobody know nothing. Everybody want to be a social justice warrior now, but had been aware of all these things that he had been doing to women, that he had been doing to men, allegedly doing to motherfucking kids, and that he damn sure had did to the hundreds and thousands of artists that had passed by way of his record label. You know, if these people weren't going to run to the feds, fine. If you weren't going to run to file a lawsuit, fine. If you weren't going to run to call 911, fine. But the least a lot of these people could have did was at least social distance from this man, because anything opposite of social distancing from him was going to continue to make him cool in the eyes of people who didn't know what the rest of these people already knew about his ass. Their cosign of Diddy indirectly played into the type of social equity that Diddy was able to capitalize off of and make people victims out of. So here's some footage courtesy of, hell, Diddy's YouTube channel from his Ciroc house party. This is the Ciroc brand that Dawn also spoke about in her lawsuit, where she said that Diddy would get paid six figures. He would get paid like what, $250,000 or $650,000 to host these parties, and he would only give her $5,000 of. Yeah, y'all know Dawn, who also alleged that she saw this man abusing children, trafficking adult women and men, but could never find her voice, could never find, you know, her will to stand up to him. But every time he fucked with her money, she was up in his motherfucking face confronting him. Every time she was motherfucking hungry and needed to parch her vocals, baby, after he had their asses in the studio for days, and she would defile his orders and go get her a goddamn hamburger. She knew how to stand up against him when it concerned her. But every time it came to what he was doing to other people, including children, baby, all of a sudden, honey, she was polarized. All of a sudden, she was so afraid. All of a sudden, she was so stunted by fear. But every time he fucked with her money and fucked with her bottom dollar, in that same lawsuit, baby, she speaks about confronting his motherfucking ass, but never could confront his ass over what she was seeing him do to children. Complicit as all hell. So let's check out the Sara party. Because, we see some notable names here too. Okay, as you guys see here, just get the wrong, girl. It's multiracial in this thing, baby. People of all age, all ages, all races, all genders. Baby, they got corn on the cob. They got Stouffer's macaroni, girl, being pulled off as homemade, child. It's the horse tranquilizers in the corn, baby. It's the GHB in the motherfucking liquid macaroni. Everybody got a drink. Look at Drea from Basketball Wives here, honey. Okay? Looking like a 16-year-old, girl. Okay? Look at Drea. I don't know if y'all recognize Drea. Let me make this bigger, actually. Okay, everybody all smiles, child. There go Drea again, girl. Dressed like a little girl. I don't know whether, Diddy had asked her to come and dress like she was a freshman out of high school, girl, or what. The people got weird ass fetishes, girl. Okay, and we're just showing this just to show that Diddy was somebody who had access to community at large, not just black people, but white people as well, men, women, girls, the whole nine. Becky in her good hair.
At halftime, we even got a waterproof TV outside. And the pool is like a bathtub, so whoever ain't washed up today.
Hold on. I like that song. Let me Shazam that song real quick. Ice-T is here. Y'all see Ice-T, girl, and his white woman with her fake titties up in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really care like what he had on Usher and the other boys. You know why? Because he had all that same shit and more on Cassie ass. And I'm really sick of women outmanning fucking men. It always takes a motherfucking woman to save the goddamn day, but these niggas out here want to be leaders. The same fucking blackmail, the same threats, the same coercion. Cassie had no witness at all. Him blowing up motherfucking niggas' car. He got her ass on tape doing drugs at freak offs, the whole nine, and she still went for the motherfucking gusto. When these niggas gonna stand on business? I'm sick of y'all on one hand want men to be fucking men, and then y'all make excuses for motherfucking men not being men. So decide which one y'all want be. Y'all want these niggas to be scared and pussy and not leaders, or y'all want them to be the fucking head and wear the crown like they begging to do? Because ain't nobody been wearing the crown for the past few motherfucking centuries but these damn women out here. If it wasn't for Cassie, none of these motherfucking hoes would have a goddamn voice. And these niggas are still silent. Still silent. Still silent. Now that a safe space is happening. Because you know what's going to happen too? Attorney Busby said it and said it right. Whether you were complicit, whether you were a witness, whether you were whatever, you better come forward. You better come forward and talk to us right now while you have a chance. Because all these people who folk want to say got Stockholm syndrome, maybe. Who this and who that, maybe. They ask and try to tuck their tail if they want to and run for cover. But if anybody asks, drops their fucking name or any text message, audios, and footage comes out that these people are on, it's going to be too late, baby, to play the victim card. You're going to have to deal with the narrative of being explicit. I mean, not being explicit, being complicit in these crimes. This is everybody's way out right now. And what's funny to me is that all these people got the nerve to be scrubbing their social media, scrubbing their Twitters, trying to distance themselves in every way, shape, or form from this man instead of speaking the fuck up. Doing every and any damn thing but speaking the fuck up. And what you're going to do is fuck around and put yourself in a real fucking situation to be vilified and villainized. Whatever happens to everybody through this process, baby, folk ain't going to be able to say, baby, that this was unjust. It was this, that, and the third, because these law firms and attorneys are letting people know, bitch, they own tapes, they own this, they own that, their names are coming. And any opportunity, baby, for the powers that be to be reasonable with these folk, the window is shrinking. Shrinking. And Usher don't got no motherfucking Stockholm syndrome. Because if you look at the motherfucking footage that I played from their collaboration, Diddy is confronting Usher over the fact that he don't see Usher no more. I don't see you, man. I only see you in passing, man. We don't ever have no opportunity to sit down. We don't ever have no opportunity to have no personal time. Ain't no motherfucking Stockholm syndrome. But yet, because Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg was cutting a fat check, bitch, you put your ethics aside to get your coin at the expense of platforming Diddy ass and once again contributing to that social equity that allows other innocent, talented people, both under and over age, to wallow into his grips under the guise of the impression that he can make their dreams come true. See, it's all right in front of us. Y'all arguing shit that's not even the case. And that's according to Diddy. Diddy was saying the same thing to Justin. I don't see you no, man. I don't see you no more, man. You don't hang out. You don't hang out with me. That. But baby, you put a check or you put clout in front of these motherfucking people, they don't give a damn about to whose expense, at whose expense. They don't give a damn that they are making someone a bigger threat to the general population. Stockholm syndrome is not a fucking excuse. because Stockholm Syndrome would never get no bitch off the stand who was complicit with crimes against humanity simply because they suffer from Stockholm Syndrome. Find me a motherfucking legal case where a bitch still wasn't sentenced, a bitch still wasn't penalized, a bitch still didn't end up in prison serving their motherfucking time simply because they had Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome don't give your ass no qualified immunity. It don't take your ass off the hook. And you do not get to do wrong. You do not get to be a conspiracy to criminality and crime simply because you got Stockholm Syndrome. Spooked and motherfucking nervous. Oh, he is Kiwana How? What Gene Deal doing? What he doing now? You know, I ain't been too much up on the Gene Deal shit. So he backpedaling and coochie popping now? How so? How sway? What's going on, baby mother Kiwana? Spill the tea. What he backpedaling on exactly? What? He's backpedaling. How so? How is he doing it? Backpedaling on what? Saying that Diddy don't have that many. Why? See, look. So now that it's time, baby. Now that shit done became real. All these people who wanted clout for having inside information, all these people who made a name out of themselves, like Gene Deal, before shit got real, before shit popped all the way off, before shit turned into indictments, baby. All these insiders now trying to lighten up the mood. How the fuck would he know? Because what he probably also didn't know is that Diddy's abuse spans all the way back to his time as a Howard University student. Gene Deal ain't worked for Diddy since when, bitch? How the fuck would you know how many victims he has? You wouldn't know how many victims he had, bitch, when you were there, and damn sure since your ass have been there. And the funny thing about Gene Deal as well is that, girl, it's funny that low-key, that statement is actually really loaded as well. Because you are in fact saying that you are actually aware of people being victimized. But because you was being cut a check as well, baby, you set your ass down, you set your ass quiet. You might have intervened here, there, but nonetheless, maintain getting a check cut. A lot of motherfuckers did security for Diddy. Gene Deal was not the only motherfucker on staff. Joseph Sherman, who's being sued right now along with Diddy by Thalia Graves, which is a part of his security detail, was a part of the motherfucking shenanigans. Uncle Ron, who used to also do security for Beyonce, Jay-Z, Diddy, who also alleged that Diddy offered him what? $30,000, $50,000 to off Biggest Smalls. He did detail work for Diddy. So how the fuck would Gene Deal know who all has been victimized? Because even the 9-year-old that attorney Busby said came to an audition and then was taken into a back room where this happened at. Why Gene Deal acting like he was in every bathroom? He was in every nook and crevice. He was down every chimney. That he was with Diddy at all times, baby. When this man would go take a shit, take a shower, take a bath, when he had private meetings at his home, private meetings at his business office. Why he act like, bitch, he knew and had access to the peephole. And if he did, Gene Deal asked him to be locked the fuck up too. He's running scared, probably didn't realize how big this was and was going to get. And I ain't got no sympathy because, bitch, you got out here and you was telling it all, girl. You are the reason, you the one out here making Diddy out to be the monster before the feds got involved. And now all of a sudden, girl, oh, he ain't that much of a monster. Girl, make it make sense. You've been out here telling story after damn story after damn story after damn story, girl, sitting on all type of damn blue and turquoise ass couches, bitch, running your damn dick sucker about just how monstrous Diddy is. Now all of a sudden, girl, charges coming in, grand juries being assembled, trials are being assembled. He wasn't that much of a monster. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So did Gene Deal just admit, girl, that he been pussy popping? Because according to the feds, bitch, he actually has been that much of a monster. According to the 120 witnesses, the 120 victims being represented by Busby out of the 3,000 victims that they were contacted by, says otherwise. According to Thalia Graves, says otherwise. According to Cassie, says otherwise. Isn't this the same motherfucking bitch who is talking about the bones of Kim Porter need to be resumed? Now all of a sudden, Diddy don't have that many motherfucking victims. Has Gene Deal lost his rabbit ass saliva filled mind? And this is why I can't take these social media warriors serious. Opportunists, clout chasing, exaggerative truth telling ass motherfucking people. And the gag is, Gene Deal probably is just fucking jealous right now because he's not the big wig in charge of these conversations now. Now that the attorneys who are representing actual victims who have firsthand experience about what happened to them, regardless of what the fuck Gene Deal got to say. Now that Jaguar Wright adds something into the motherfucking chat, now that there's so many other motherfucking people entering the group chat, girl, Gene Deal is having an ego issue because he really wants to be the only one who has a cap on the Diddy narrative. He wants to be the only head narrator in charge. Him, like Nicki, done spent the last few years capitalizing, getting famous, being sensationalized, going viral, and being the go-to nigga for all things Diddy. And now that monopoly on the content has been completely disrupted because the feds are now here, girl, and they're in the UK and all, bitch. Now 120, 200 plus motherfucking victims, 3,000 people with firsthand experience who ain't got to talk about no hypothetical. They ain't got to talk about what mighta, coulda, shoulda. Have entered the group chat, girl. Gene Deal is pressed and up in his fees about to lose his damn dentures. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Jag at the 6 o'clock show, so y'all be ready. We're gonna get into all the things, baby. Talking about Jag into the YouTuber show a call yesterday and got cursed out acting crazy. Wow. A mess, girl. Let me tell you something. This ain't gonna get real messy. And you know what? Hold on, I'm just gonna say my commentary for 6 o'clock, girl. We're gonna talk about the Jags and the Gene Deals in the next live. What's going on, Brown Beauty? Hey, boo. All right, so we just showing, girl, you know, everybody who was co-signing Diddy, everybody who wanted to be at a Diddy party, everybody who was spiral wall climbing to get into a Diddy party, all of a sudden, girl, Don't nobody know nothing now. Okay, this is also some footage from his all-white 4th of July party back in 2009, courtesy of the J Blaze channel. We got some A-listers up in this bitch as well. A Miss Ashton Kutcher, who is running scared and shook up right now, girl. Whose interviews are being resurfaced and repurposed, girl. Who don't want nothing to do with the Diddy things. He's up in his white party. His kids are here, King Combs and all of them. Justin and them. Chris Breezy. Jimmy Levine. Polo the Don. Rest in peace. These folk up in her. Ashton Kutcher, pale ass. Kim Whitley. Big jaw ass up in her. Everybody all smiles, baby. Everybody throwing up gang signs, baby. Everybody blood in the crib. Everybody got horse tranquilizers, baby, to drink from, girl. Everybody got GHB to devour. Everybody popping pussy. Everybody slanging dick. Ashton Kutcher ass again, baby. Nah, everybody see no evil, hear no evil. Girl, hold on. Is this Amber Rose bald head ass? Is this her Trump loving ass? Hold on. Was that Miss Amber? Oh yeah, that is her. Estelle, Estelle and Amber Rose, baby. With her cryptocurrency corrupted ass. You see, like attracts like. Is that Eva? Jonah Hill, big back ass. Is that Eva from I think that's Eva right there. Top model. No, that's not her. Where these people at now though? Everybody was quick to say did a name, girl, when it came with a check and when it came, with clout. But now nobody got anything to say about all this abuse of innocent people, all this abuse of talent, all this abuse of children. Oh, wait a minute. Of course they're not going to have to say anything now because everybody around Diddy already knew these things to begin with. They already knew that he had been abusing talent. They already knew that there were abuse allegations. They already knew. They already had first-hand, second-hand, third-hand information and knowledge. They just didn't care. Because until the popo and the law got involved, there was no liability in being connected to Diddy. So, of course, why would these people talk now? They knew these things from the beginning and did not care. Now, speaking of people knowing what they know, I want to bring up a post from Ellen DeGeneres, who you guys know is swamped with her own goddamn allegations of workplace hostility and all type of weird ass humiliation, ritualistic ass abuse that was allegedly going on at the Ellen DeGeneres show. There is a 2016 tweet from Ellen DeGeneres to Diddy on his birthday that is now resurfacing, girl. And I am spooked and I am nervous, child. Okay? This 2016 tweet from Ellen to Diddy says, "Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, or as I call him, cuddle, mix, snuggle stuff. You don't need to know why. At I am Diddy. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. This bitch already looks like a 14 chromosome missing ass Justin Bieber. This Illuminati weird ass motherfucking hoe herself, who is swamped with similar allegations, not necessarily actual, but abuse of power, narcissistic as fuck, speaking in this coded ass, weird ass, parable ass language, girl. You know, and I'm gonna be honest, girl, it's giving kid fetish. You're gonna call a grown ass, over 40-year-old ass man cuddle, mix, snuggle snuff? Even, like, that type of language is typically how adults speak to babies and speak to children and speak to prepubescent children. And then it's going to let us know that she is saying something that she can't and won't go into detail about to the public, by saying you don't need to know why. See, this type of whistleblowing and this type of like secret acknowledgement, once again, which is why these people be using the all seeing eye and the checkered board floor, etc., girl, because it's all a whistleblow and a pledge of allegiance to their gods and to their secret ass pedophilic sex cults, allegedly. What do y'all make of this? This is some weird ass shit, especially in lieu of everything that we now know and all the things that are now coming out about Diddy abusing 9-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds, young people, minors, etc. Her nickname for this grown ass oily nigga is McSnuggle Snuff. And then lets us know, bitch, that we don't need to know why. Y'all can't tell me that these people don't know what the tea is and that these people all aren't a part of the same motherfucking boule. Because it's a reason why all these people got the same accusations against them that are of each other. Matter of fact, let me see if I can just swiftly just pull up what Ellen has been accused of, just to refresh our memory. Thumbs up the video, girl, because we're working, honey. It's almost 600 y'all in the video, and we're working. It's creepy as fuck, right? Especially in lieu of everything that we now know. You know, now it causes us to be, you know, introspective and to look back on all these people around Diddy, certain people around Diddy, all these fucking interviews where like all this stuff has been talked about by Diddy. You know, I have shown interviews of Diddy literally sitting in interviews saying these parties are loaded with lots of liquor, women, and locked doors. Interviews of Diddy being like, girl, I'm probably going to get locked up one day over my parties. You know, things that people laughed at and took at face value at the time, now we realize were loaded confessions. Loaded unconscious confessions at that. From powerful people being arrogant enough to joke about the sick shit they do, but thinking that their money and their connections would never allow them to be held accountable for. Back in 2020, former employees of the talk show famously told BuzzFeed News of alleged racist comments and a toxic work environment on set. Several former staff members claimed that DeGeneres' optimistic and happy personality was bullshit, and that only happens when the cameras are on. That this bitch was the white Diddy of her own company. And this bitch too is arrogant and full of herself enough, because she recently apparently stated, thank you, La Lupa, and welcome to the kingdom, love. she recently stated that she don't give a fuck. Ellen recently, in light of these allegations, literally just stated, I don't give a fuck. That's how deeply delusional and narcissistic and powerful these people are, that they literally believe that they can get away with murder. And they have no remorse. They are completely apathetic to how other people experience them, to how they afflicted other people. It's interesting to me at the type of people who are around Diddy, who also have nothing to say, and who happen to also have similar allegations and claims against them. Because it's all the same club. Just like Christians have their 10 commandments, the Boulets have their 10 commandments too. The Satanists have their 10 commandments too. The Luciferianists have their 10 commandments too. The Buddhists have their 10 commandments too. The PDF files have their 10 commandments too, boo. They all have their codes of conduct. Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuggle Snuff. Why are you calling him that, bitch? Because he likes to snuggle with things that are childlike, such as children themselves. Why, bitch? Because you and him done laid up in a California bed. And cuddled with things that were for children, such as children themselves. Why we don't need to know why you calling him McSnuggle Snuff? Why we don't need to know why you calling this grown ass nigga McSnuggle Snuff? Because if what you were saying was litter and innocence, why the hell can't we know? Why? Bitch, and why don't you have anything to say about your Puff Daddy, your P. Diddy, your Sean Combs, or as you like to call him, your Cuddle McSnuggle Snuff? Because you've seen now the same CNN footage. You've been aware of the damn 17 civil lawsuits against his ass, and you've been just as quiet about your McSnuggle Snuff and his indictment, his arrest, this footage, these audios that the feds have. And now everybody is scrubbing shit, erasing shit, deleting shit, and everybody ass is on mute and a Percocet because they don't know which way the percolator bitch is gonna perk. We know why y'all can't say nothing. We know why y'all can't tell us nothing. Cause baby, y'all gotta wait until the storm is over to see what the drought gives. Cause y'all very well could be, in the words of Jocelyn Hernandez, supposed as well, girl. Y'all are very aware of the tapes and the shenanigans that y'all have participated in. And remember, the attorney Busby said in his press conference that some of these freak-off events where minors were violated didn't just take place at hotels and event spaces and Diddy's mansions. They also took place at the private residences of other high-profile individuals. That is what the attorney literally said out of his mouth. So can y'all subpoena and dig off into Ellen DeGeneres' ass, baby? Can she be called to the witness stand? Because the attorney said these freak-offs and grape events took place at the private residences of other high-profile individuals as well. hosted, led by Diddy. Right. He's snuggling now, baby, with the deceased spirit of Kim Porter, that slit of a mattress, and that feces infused as food. That's how karma works. How dare you not want your food laced, but you didn't mind lacing all these people's drinks with laced liquor, laced ice cubes, laced lubricant, laced baby oil, laced down boots. Now, speaking of baby oil and that which is laced, Cassie is apparently embarrassed because y'all been out here making these baby oil jokes. She's hurt and she's disgusted. Okay? Courtesy of the Jasmine brand. Let's get into it. Cassie reportedly hurt and disgusted by baby oil jokes amid Diddy's sex trafficking indictment. Cassandra Cassie Ventura is reportedly putting a hold on news regarding her ex Sean Diddy Combs' ongoing sexual abuse case. Sources claim that the Me and You songstress has been overwhelmed by jokes about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil allegedly found during raids on the media mogul's home, as well as recent claims that accuse Diddy of allegedly abusing minors. The source shared with Daily Mail that, quote, Cassie is hurt that people are making jokes and memes out of the baby oil because of what it could have been used for. It isn't funny to her or anyone who experienced similar. Continuing, the source addressed Cassie's reaction to a Texas lawyer recently stating that he's representing over 100 individuals filing a class action. It's not a class action. The attorney made it clear that this is not class action. They're going to be filing each claim individually. Abuse lawsuit against Diddy, with one of the victims being 9 years old at the time of the alleged abuse. The source added Cassie had heard mumblings about the class action suit, but broke down in tears when she was informed of the allegation about the child. They continued that she's planning to take time away from receiving updates because it has sickened her, and she hopes that anyone who was hurt receives justice and a peace of body and mind. The source went on to state that Cassie hasn't spoken about Diddy's recent arrest because the case is triggering for her, and added that she and her husband, Alex Fine, are doing everything they can to protect the two young children as the case moves forward. I don't blame her. Cassie, as a victim, of course, she's supposed to feel this way. And it is really disgusting and weird that the media, out of all of the things that were worth speaking about and worth blogging about and worth commentating about and worth really doing something of substance with about, that a lot of these blogs chose to highlight and sensationalize the lubrication, and then come to find out that the lubrication, what's going on, Prime? Hey, bud. You guys make sure to subscribe to my nigga Prime on YouTube. He's also an amazing graphic artist. So if you need graphic work done, head over to Prime Shop on YouTube. And I think it's Prime Rage. No, it's Prime Logos on Instagram. Hold on, let me make sure I got that right. Prime Logos on Instagram, you guys. Prime is going to be shooting my intro, y'all. It's going to be sickening, honey. We're going to be doing this music video style, baby. Okay, it's going to be giving real big boss. Real big boss energy, baby. Okay? There you go. Prime, your logos on Instagram. Hit him up for business, y'all. He the one who created all of my channel art. This avatar you see here, my channel banner, all that shit came from Prime, you guys. All right. Now, his customer service needs some work. But aside from that, the work is amazing. And he's doing better these days. Marketing company now on period. I got to hit you back, too, because I know you got my text, but I've been swamped with all this shit going on. But I'm gonna try to text your ass after I get done. So be near your phone, nigga. So Cassie is supposed to feel like this. She's supposed to be disgusted. Customer service, yes, customer service matters. Customer service is how you get big. Yes, customer service matters. Matter of fact, how one leads as a small business has everything to do with their potential to be a big business. So this is your prime. You in your prime right now, prime. Everything you do right now as a small business owner and grower is going to be what either increases or disrupts your potential. And you got mad gifted talent. So, you know, don't let the enemy hold you back. This is when you get your top tier professionalism on, because these are going to be the things that not only people remember, these are going to be the things that people are going to brag about, and these are going to be the things that people are going to want to be repeat customers over. That's going to be the shit that make them want to come back, and keep your wallet on a cycle, honey. Money coming in and out of the door. Okay, but Cassie is supposed to feel how she feels. And I was disgusted as well about all of the blogs highlighting all this shit. There's so many conversations, so many meaningful conversations that can come out of these lawsuits, these indictments. We could be addressing all of the missing children, all of the missing women and men, all of the missing Black people in America. As this conversation around Diddy's SCX trafficking is coming up, we could be talking about the femicide and how unprotected Black girls and Black women are in this society. As this Diddy shit comes up, we could be talking about DV and the nuances of DV and the way that women experience DV as all the shit around Diddy comes up. And yet the only thing that these niggas could sensationalize was the oil. And then the fact that the baby oil and lubricant allegedly also was infused with GHB and other chemicals that were used to help unsuspecting victims to loosen up, to be unconscious, to lose their inhibition, to make them more social. The fact that the lubricant and baby oil was allegedly infused with drugs, I would be disgusted too. And then to make matters worse, to think that children were subjected to not only the actual abuse, but was subjected to the drug abuse as well. This is fucked up. So I don't blame Cassie. I hope that she continues to take time off and do what she got to do, because she's going to be strong, because she needs to be strong, because she's going to have her work cut out for her, because she is a star witness in this Fed case as well. So, you know, social media is going to be on fire from beginning to end of this thing, because shit continues to get worse and to come out day by day. And this investigation is ongoing. And now prosecutors are all the way in the UK looking for victims of these freak offs, etc. Girl, you know, this is going to be a large undertaking on both the courts, the witnesses, the victims. This is going to be a very intense, expensive production, and it's going to be iconic, because every industry could be exposed in this one trial, from the pharmaceutical industry to the music industry to the banking industry, which is why Diddy got charged with racketeering and RICO. And as attorney Busby said, baby, they're going for the gusto. They want to know who the fuck the doctors were who prescribed these horse tranquilizers that were found in most of the victims. Who were the doctors and the physicians who administered the IV drips after 3-4 days of freak-offs and assault, who were the physicians who taught Diddy and his staff how to administer these drugs, how to infuse these drugs, how to infuse these IV drips. They coming for the banking because Diddy was obstructing justice and bribing witnesses and victims with money, which means that his accountants, his banks could come under subjection and indictment. Baby, they're coming for it all. So I'm sending light and love to the Busby Law Firm, baby. Tear this shit up, bitch. Drudge up the carpet, baby. I want them to demolition Diddy shit just like they did to John Gacy's home, girl. They demolition that shit, baby. They ripped down every wall, brick, and piece of fucking mortar. Left nothing but a yard in place of where the house of horrors used to be, baby. To offer to his shit. They need to get access to that nigga's blueprint for his homes, because in both the Miami and LA home, he did renovations to the property. There could be secret shelves and vaults and walls in attics and basements, secret compartments in his home that have tapes and audios and other things that can be used as evidence. They need to fine-tooth comb through his properties to see what the hell he had created, what the hell he had built. They need to subpoena the private fucking jet that was over in the Caribbean islands while his ass was playing pickleball over here in Miami. You know why that jet was over there? Because that jet had motherfucking tapes and all other types of evidences on it. So while the feds are in the UK, they need to be in the Caribbean island. They need to subpoena the goddamn airport his private jet landed at, subpoena the pilot. They need to access the flight log and see what content came off of that jet and where the fuck it went to, because we know now, courtesy of interviews that Diddy and Young Miami did, that he has offshore accounts, he has offshore homes, he has properties in the islands. That's why I don't expect us to see no action in terms of a trial anytime soon, because with this being an ongoing investigation, the level of investigation, the level of manpower, and how meticulous they need to be in this case, we might not get a trial until the end of 2025. And I don't even care how long it takes them to get to trial, because I'd rather them do a meticulous, hardcore job in getting to the rooty tooty of this shit than to rush a trial and overlook a lot of the things that could end up being acquired and used to give Diddy a full justified sentencing that is encompassing of all of the evidence and can bring in the prosecution of the other higher ups, whoever the other big wigs are who've been running these PDF file rings, these other industries like the pharmaceutical industry, the medical industry, the banking industry, baby. I want it all. And that's what makes this particular case so profound, because it has literally unlimited potential to really expose everything, including the corruption of the police department. Diddy is said to have ties into the Miami Police Department, the LA Police Department. The fact that Attorney Busby said that 55% of the victims that their firm is representing and vetting actually reported these incidents to authorities, and yet there was no investigation into these crimes, means that Diddy absolutely would have had to have police and the criminal justice system as a whole in a chokehold and in his back pocket and on payroll. And for all we know, the police officers themselves could have also been explicitly involved in the trafficking of men, women, and children. Let's not forget what happened in Mississippi when those 5 white fucking cops went and sexually assaulted those 2 black men. They put batons up their ass, waterboarded their asses, electrocuted their asses, and put them through all these sexual humiliation rituals, damn near unaliving them in the process. Let's not mention all the fucking cops over the years that have trafficked prostitutes, who have sexually assaulted prostitutes, who participated in violating women in their back seat with the power of their badge, and those crimes being covered up, or sex workers not even reporting the crime because they know they live in a society that thinks that they deserve and even want this type of behavior. Sorry to inform you, even sex workers have to consent to sex. Baby, this trial has the potential to be fucking explosive and to peel the wig back on the corruption within every industry of our society, girl. So I want the feds, I want these law firms to take their time, baby. I ain't in no rush for results. Diddy ass is in jail. He's in the worst of jail. He'll be tortured until trial. He doesn't get to bribe, harass, gang stalk, or commit any other act of criminality directly upon any persons where he is. So take your time, courts. Do your big one, boo. It's my birthday weekend. I don't need customer service right now, right, Conscious? This chick wants her weed snatched out. So, hold on, what? What is going on in this chat? Who want their weed snatched out so bad? And happy early birthday to you. I did not know it was your birthday. I might have to send you a little gift, honey. Send you a little something. How old you turning? 60? Because you don't look a day. You don't look a day over 55 prime. You look good to be a really, really middle-aged man, child. So I want them to snatch this shit up. Snatch it up. Okay? Now, moving on. Let's get into apparently secrets of Diddy's legal team, girl. Because y'all know he has also added on to his legal team, girl. He's going for the gusto. He got lawyers who I think represented some of the Epsteins or Weinsteins, girl, who are equivalent to, I guess, the Johnny Cochrans of today. And of course, he's going to need all that, considering the level of accusation that's against him as it relates to narcotic trafficking and human trafficking. Courtesy of Radar Online, Sean Diddy Combs is challenging a federal judge's ruling to keep him behind bars until his trial and has brought in 2 high-powered attorneys to assist with his appeal. Because you guys know he's going for his 3rd bail appeal. Radar Online can reveal that the disgraced music mogul is trying a 3rd attempt at bail after 2 previous denials, 2 weeks after he was arrested on federal SCX charges. Diddy's legal team continues to grow as he has now added renowned attorneys Anthony Rico and Alexandra Shapiro. His legal team already included seasoned lawyer Mark Clown and former Manhattan Assistant District Attorney. On September 30th, Combs' legal team filed a notice of appeal in the 2nd U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, as Radar Online reported. An insider said that Sean Combs is building his dream legal defense team, adding Anthony Rico and Alexandra to the trial team. Tony is one of the finest trial lawyers in the country. Alexandra is hands down the best appellate lawyer practicing today. According to her bio, Shapiro is co-founder of Shapiro Aroda Batch LLP and began her career over 30 years ago as one of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's first clerks on the Supreme Court. Rico is a graduate of the Northern Eastern University School of Law and has represented 14 clients in federal death prosecution. Mark Clown has been lead trial counsel for the Mark Clown and Trader law firm for the past several years. He was previously a supervisor at the United States Attorney's Office for the District of New Jersey and Manhattan Assistant District Attorney. Girl, the fact that these people are assistant district attorneys and all this shit, and these folk out here talking about this man is innocent and their client committed no offense, and these people have like respected positions amongst U.S. court systems, girl, this is disgusting. And this is also very telling, girl. The reason why our country look fucked up and these laws look fucked up, girl, is because it's fucked up as people, baby, with gavels. Diddy pleaded not guilty to the 3 federal SEX crime charges during his arraignment hearing. He is now sitting in pretrial detention on suicide watch at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn after a federal judge rejected his $50 million bail proposal twice. As Federal Radar Online previously reported, blah, 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 blah. We know all this. Even though MDC Brooklyn has been branded as... Hold on, we got intel, y'all. Something just in. Hold on. Uh-oh, we got something going on. The judge in Diddy's case has been removed and the case has been reassigned today to U.S. District Judge Arun Shambramanian. No explanation was given as to Judge Andrew L. Carter Jr.'s departure. Oh my God. Okay, we're going to get into that, girl. We got live updates, girl. We got action. We got action, child. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and pull this up. So not only is Diddy assembling a new team, girl, one of the judges, I think Carter was the second judge they had sent the proposal to, who denied it, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull this up, girl, because Megan Coonan's Bob is bobbing right now, child. Let me pull this up. And shout out to the street committee, girl. Shout out to y'all, girl. Y'all, teamwork make the dream work, honey. Let me pull this up. Matter of fact, let me go to... Uh-oh. It look like, girl, it look like the Baphomet is working, honey. Look like the Baphomet is working on behalf of Diddy, girl. Hold on, let me... Okay, hold on. She pinned this. Yep. All right, let me pull up Megan Cunneth, girl, her Twitter page. Okay. There's a new judge on Sean Diddy Combs' criminal case, y'all. The case was reassigned today to U.S. District Judge Arun Shambramanian. No explanation was given as to Judge Andrew L. Carter Jr.'s departure. All right. So this is the new judge. An American lawyer from New York who serves as U.S. District Judge of the United States Court, girl. He now has the case. Wow. No explanation was given, girl, why the judge was removed or dismissed or the case was reassigned. Ay. Things are getting interesting. So breaking news just in, girl. One of the 2 judges who denied Diddy's bail, the case was reassigned to a new judge. No explanation has been given as of yet. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. What y'all think going on, girl? Is money moneying right now? Because they say that money talks, bullshit walks. Could they have paid one judge to sit the fuck down and paid another judge to step in and to approve of this third bail package? Is money moneying? Or did the judge get scared? Pussy hole energy? Enter the chat, girl. He don't get paid enough to put his family, his life at risk. Because y'all know these judges have been getting hits on their asses as well. They been getting popped as well. Remember that story? I forgot who exactly, child, but the judge and his son, they were popped at the front door, girl, by somebody pretending to be a UPS driver, a FedEx driver, girl, and GU went they asses down in cold blood, right in their door. Posh. Well, we don't know. We don't know, child. We don't know. We ain't gonna know if it will in fact get denied until it ain't denied, because that's going to depend on a judge. A judge, gets to make that personal decision if they want to approve or not. So it's never an absolute that anything will in fact be ruled. What's the tea here, girl? What is the tea? What is going on? Is Diddy getting some favor? His ass in there not eating, girl. Is he fasting to the Baphomet, bitch? And galvanizing his goddamn spiritual infinity songs, baby? And finally, we seeing some influence? Is money talking? Are people being bribed? Because remember, Diddy good for the bribe, baby. He's being charged with obstruction of justice and bribery. He's indicted on using his money to move shit around. The judge could be scared. The judge could find this case to be too deep. It's too layered. He could be getting threats. Possibly. This may be outside of his range. Bribery could be taking place. Coin could be coining right now. No explanation was given, baby. It just went from one judge to the next. And and since we're dealing with dirty money and dirty people and dirty politics and dirty police officers and dirty doctors, and we're dealing with lawyers who want to defend this man trying to paint his ass as innocent, girl, amidst the fact that he's been accused of doing things to children, men, and women. We know that there's a lot of people in this system that playing pussy hoe ass games. Wow. We're going to be keeping an eye out on that. Now, speaking of keeping an eye out on that, you guys may remember Sara Stokes from Making the Band with Babs and Freddie P. She was the singer of the group. Diddy was her bandmates were always giving her a hard time, telling her she corny, she goofy, she don't know how to write music. She was struggling to write music to these ghetto ass beats. She used to be in on her Sade ass shit. She can't do these instrumentals that ain't got no 808 and shit, child. Her husband was, always trying to defend her against her bandmates. They was cussing his ass out and ready to put his ass through a wall. He was eventually banned from being able to come around to the studio sessions, child, making shit difficult between Her and her ninja well, Sara Stokes' daughter from making a band, posted to her Instagram and said, my mother, Sara Stokes from MTV's Making a Band story is coming soon. She getting ready, girl. Babs already been out here in interviews. Freddie P already out here in interviews. Sara Stokes is coming, child. She also captioned the photo with, my mom was stronger. All right. Now, some of the comments are, but her husband was there most of the time. The daughter wrote, my dad was the realest. That's why they portrayed him as an antagonist in the show. Most, right? Nah, barely, actually. Okay, so she didn't be known, girl, that her daddy was villainized, but her daddy was clocking all the motherfucking tea and all the bullshit from the beginning, and that's why he was etched out, because he wasn't standing for the shits. And the po-ass Making the Band folk, girl, while they thought they was getting him out the way of their money and their success, they didn't even realize, girl, that they should have been banding together with his ass to stand against what they now know after the fact. Okay, someone else says, yes, that's a little bit of drama was perfect for reality TV. Saint, you are truly your mother's advocate. Somebody else said, girl, her husband ain't play no games. Diddy wasn't trying him. I remember he was all up in the business and was like a husband supposed to be. Low key, the show is still a classic, but in all honesty, we are all a villain in someone's story. The husband was definitely edited for the TV villain role. All right. Other comments say everybody trying to get a little money. Someone else says, I know Tony is not your dad. Someone else said, always. Oh, it's the daughter saying, always got to have the negative comments. That's fine. God bless all y'all. Everybody assuming what did or didn't happen as if they were there, or why it took this long for a man with money and power to finally get caught up. When you got bread like Diddy, you can get away with a lot, but darkness always comes to the light, on period. And I'm interested to see what Sara Stokes got to say, girl. Everybody else speaking out. Dawn, Aubrey, Freddie P, Babs. What is Miss Stokes gonna have to say, girl? What's she gonna bring to the table? Is she gonna be a part of this federal trial? Because Sara was treated like pure shit on the show. She was made to look like the weakest link. She was made to look like she was incompetent. You know, and she was so nice, so sweet. Anything she asked for on the show, girl, her bandmates would just give her ass a kiss. You know, she's a singer. So she asked them one time, you know, could y'all not smoke, man, in the studio where we're working and being creative? Because I can't be around all that, bitch. Like, all y'all hoes, all y'all sloppy mouth ass niggas do is rap, bitch. I sing. Okay, so smoke gonna impact me, girl, and my nostrils and my throat, my Mariah Carey capacity, girl. Differently, honey. Y'all don't have to worry about no octaves. Y'all don't have to worry about none of that things. Y'all don't have to worry about the science of the throat, girl. Y'all are just lyricists. Okay? I'm a songstress, baby. Okay? And they would give their ass to kiss. Like, Sara could never catch a break. They didn't want to help her write no songs. I mean, they really treated this girl like she wasn't a part of the show. Like, she was replaceable. Like, they really didn't even need her to begin with. But that's all right, girl, because what the smoke that Sara ain't want, the backbone she didn't have, baby, her husband had it for her ass, baby. Had it for their asses. So, Sara Stokes, girl, she's coming, all right? So, let me follow, child, so I can be nosy. Okay, let me follow. I am Saint Stokes, girl. We're going to be keeping an eye out on Sara Stokes, who's coming soon, child. Now, who ain't coming at all, girl, is Miss Kevin Hart, child. Okay? Kevin Hart, y'all know, he used to host these parties for Diddy. He used to host some of the Ciroc parties for Diddy, etc., girl. Y'all know, he was caught up all up in the mix. He's in that infamous footage of him, Diddy, and Usher girl of the dildo on the bed, and Diddy about to spill the tea on how him and an underage Usher used to wake up in bed together, girl, and fight over the frosted flakes and things, child. Kevin Hart, girl, he's been running, girl. He's been shook of, child, following Diddy's indictment. He closed down all of his vegan restaurants. He been also, seeing no evil, hearing no evil. Courtesy of Vibe.com, girl. Kevin Hart makes it clear that he wants no involvement. As I said, girl, all these folk who went to clout chase off Diddy, baby, everybody wanted to use his name to make themselves look cool, girl, because they got a Diddy invite, they got the Diddy cosign, etc., baby. Now all these folk is ducking and diving, baby. They don't know nothing. Okay, he wants no involvement with allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. While out with his wife, the comedian was approached and asked about his time hosting one of Combs' past parties. The moment between Hart and the inquisitive paparazzi was shared by Entertainment Tonight. Quote, "When I hosted for Diddy, you're asking the wrong person the wrong question," responded the 45-year-old when asked about his affiliation with the disgraced musician's once popular events. Quote, "Wrong person, wrong question," doubled down the fight night, the $1 million heist star, when asked if Combs would be safe behind bars, baby. Ain't got shit to say. In the clip, E.T. shares footage from a 2010 release party celebrating the Diddy Dirty Money Last Train to Paris album drop. The event was hosted by Hart. A key moment in the throwback video shows Hart sitting on the edge of a hot tub surrounded by women, with a woman also sitting inside. The woman in the water-filled basin accidentally leans into a lit candle, igniting the flame in her hair. Hart excitedly reacts as she panics to put out the fire. I'll play that footage, you guys. Article goes on to say that the video has unsurfaced as Combs' parties and those who have attended have been the subject of scrutiny. Yeah, Kevin Hart is a pussy asshole. We would love to hear your insight, girl, on what you thought about that dildo on the guest bed, just sitting out there in the open, girl. Yeah, the bed you said you absolutely was not going to sit on because you saw all other things and you clocked all other things. No, they're not asking the wrong person. They're asking the right person all the right questions, girl. You saw the dildo. You damn near interviewed the dildo. You helped Diddy to avoid talking about the dildo that was captured by the cameraman as y'all all went on a house tour. You had a very much so visceral reaction to Diddy about to slip up and talk about him and an underage Usher waking up in bed together, talking about, man, we're on live, man. We on live, man. You about to say that on live, man? No, they're asking the right person, girl. Because we also know, according to Don Richards' lawsuit, what happened after the cameras of that particular party involved a freak off and women, men, and children being abused. When the social part of the party went down, because you was also up in there with another abuser, Fabulous, with his chip too fast. You was also up in there with another abuser, Trey Songz, who has a very checkered ass reputation as well for abusing the fuck out of women, sexually abusing the fuck out of women. Your cheating ass is hired as a host, girl. So they're asking the right person, girl. We want to know, what were your thoughts on Diddy talking about waking up in bed with Usher as an underage boy? We want to know what you thought about the dildo. What are your thoughts? Now, you guys know that Kevin Hart went to dismantle all of his vegan restaurants following Diddy's arrest and indictment. And courtesy of, a user, they had an interesting theory. They said that the only possible criminal thing I could see coming out of this is that the two vegan restaurants that Kevin Hart owned were money laundering, racketeering fronts. hypothetically, Diddy makes money by illegal means, but then invested in the vegan restaurants, then the money becomes legit. If that happened, and it could be proven he knew about it and had intent, Kevin Hart would get charged as a principal accessory and get the same penalty as Diddy. The law is written that way to make people suspected of aiding and abetting more cooperative. Okay? It was being alleged that Kevin Hart businesses were also being funded. Diddy was an investor. With Diddy now about to have over 150 lawsuits because the law firm is going to file each individual lawsuit by the 120 victims in the next 30 days, girl. We already know about the 15, 17 lawsuits already on file against Diddy ass. Any business that Diddy is tied to as an investor could also be subjected to those civil suits and the rulings on those civil suits. So everybody who's invested with Diddy, everybody who Diddy is invested with, now is a liability. And their companies could be held liable. Because Diddy absolutely is going to end up settling, and he's going to just be found guilty. And at least a third of these civil suits. So Kevin could be running amok and shutting shit down because he was using the vegan restaurants along with Diddy as a shell company. Or he could be shutting down the restaurants because he don't want his own coin and bottom dollar and his own checking and savings coming under subjection of all these fucking lawsuits that Diddy is also going to have to deal with on top of the criminal trial that he's facing, girl. Diddy is swamped, girl. Swallowed up, girl. Diddy is swallowed up. They've been swallowed up whole. And speaking of swallowing up, girl, let's talk a little bit about Eminem. Because apparently Eminem has been calling out Diddy for over 2 fucking decades, okay? Check out these lyrics.
Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a beat, did he? Little groupie, get off, puffy, bomb with a puffy arm. I'm blowing up the Kid Cudi's car. Next idiot asked me is getting it deep, worse than Diddy did. It sounds like something that Puff would do at the party with Aaron Hawk, cause I just moved the with you. The day you put out a hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out, they got pop kill. R.P. rest in peace, Biggie and Pop, both of y'all should be living. Yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him, cause he might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him. Like facial tissue, whose part should I? Queen next, plus still he's in police saying cuts. Guilty, will he step up? Like G never turned himself in. I'm giving night to Billie Eilish, I'm Diddy side. Oh, I'm still East Side. Oh, and I'm just playing, Diddy. You know I love you.
Wow, baby. Blow after blow after blow after blow after blow after blow after blow, verse after blow after blow, baby. Bar after bar after bar after bar after bar. God damn. Damn. Now, y'all know Eminem is known to troll and keep his motherfucking foot on a bitch neck. Okay, that's who he came into the game as. Justin Timberlake and NSYNC and Backstreet and Christina and Britney, baby. But baby, I don't even listen to enough Eminem to know that he has taken this many shots at Diddy. Okay, let's just do that run through one more time. And then we're going to go to another article that I think gets more in depth about the lyric exchange of Eminem as it relates to Diddy. It's 679 of y'all in here, and there's 531 likes. Y'all get these likes up to at least 600, baby. Okay, we need everybody to hit the thumbs up, because I'm working and been working for 2 hours now. Run the thumbs up. It don't cost you nothing to hit that thumbs up.
Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a beat, did he? Little groupie, get off, Puffy, bomb with the puffy arm. I'm blowing up the Kid Cudi's car. Next idiot asked me is getting a beat worse than Diddy did. It sounds like something that Puff would do at the party with Aaron Hall, cause I just love the with you. The day you put out a hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out, they got Pop killed. R.I.P. rest in peace, Biggie and Pop, both of y'all should be living. Yep, but I ain't trying to beef with him, cause he might put a hit on me like KVD. Get him. The facial tissue, whose part should I clean next? Plus, still he's in police saying, cause guilty, will he step up? Like G never turned himself in. I'm giving like Mr. Billie Eilish, I'm Diddy side. Oh, I'm still East Side. Oh, and I'm just playing, Diddy.
All right. So, courtesy of Mirror.co, Eminem scathing attacks on P. Diddy in full as fans analyze disturbing lyrics. Eminem has made his opinion of Sean P. Diddy Combs abundantly clear in several of his tracks. The American rapper, whose real name is Marshall Bruce Mathers III, has made headlines after fury lyrics from his song Feel resurfaced on social media amid Diddy's charges. Combs was arrested last week in New York and later charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, conspiracy, transportation, and engaging in prostitution. The musician denies all allegations and has pleaded not guilty shortly after his arrest. Clips of Eminem's lyrics began circulating online, with fans convinced the rapper has taken repeated digs at Diddy in his latest album. Some people have expressed how they think Eminem's words are very apt given his arrest last week. Instagram user Candace Bruno filmed herself reacting to the song Feel, which was released in July on the album The Death of Slim Shady. The lyrics say that I'm like a rapper, got so many SAs. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Fans speculate that he manipulates the word essay to SA, which is a commonly used acronym on the internet to signify sexual assault. Some also realize that the word rapper without a P spells graper. And what's more, the phrasing P did he sounds eerily similar to P Diddy. Y'all know, man, Eminem is a lyrical genius. All of the all of the double entendres and shit he be doing in his music, yeah. Okay, he the only white boy that's got an authentic invite to the cookout. Combs has neither been charged with sexual assault or rape, but the conspiracy theory has racked up 1 million views since it was posted on Instagram a day ago. One responder said, I think he's a lyrical genius. Another said, he has said a lot in his music. People need to listen. It's not the first time Diddy is mentioned in one of Eminem's songs either. On his track Antichrist, released on the same album, he seemingly refers to footage from 2016 of Combs allegedly assaulting his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Eminem raps, next idiot acts me is getting his ass beat worse than P. Diddy did, but on the real though, she probably ran out of the room with his fucking dildo. And again, in the third song, Bad One, it seems he refers to Combs when he says the effing bomb with the puffy on. Back in 2018, Diddy took aim at Diddy in his song Kill Shot. The diss track was largely aimed at Machine Gun Kelly, but name dropped the rapper. The lyrics said, but Kels, the day you put out a hits, the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got Pop killed. And then he added, and I'm just playing, Diddy, you know I love you. Combs was arrested on Monday in a Manhattan hotel 6 months after federal authorities raided his homes in LA and Miami, blah, 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 blah. All right. So Eminem girl put his foot on Diddy's neck largely after Diddy's, after the lawsuit and footage, etc. Eminem's most recent album definitely is a big ass troll farm. It trolled everything from transgenderism to the Kardashians to Diddy, etc. But apparently he been on Diddy's neck, girl, since 2018. But he definitely tore Diddy ass a new one in the most recent album, which was pretty good. All right. So I'm sure Eminem will have more shit to say about Diddy as this indictment rolls out. Now, speaking of judges being replaced, as you guys now know, breaking news, a Judge Carter, who was one of the two judges on the case and who dealt with Diddy's bail package has been removed. The case has now been reassigned to a new judge, and there's no explanation on why Judge Carter was taken off of the case. Well, there are also other legal persons moving around as well. Remember the pornography star, the corn star, who also filed suit against Diddy? Well, her accuser, okay, Adria English's attorney, also wants off of the goddamn case. Quote, I can't work with you, courtesy of TMZ. The ex-corn star accusing Diddy of SEX trafficking her with his white parties is likely about to be in need of a new legal representation because the lawyer handling the case is asking a judge to cut her damn loose. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, Adria English's attorney, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, wants to withdraw from the case, claiming Adria is giving her conflicting instructions that make it impossible for her to represent Adria. Mitchell Kidd also says there's been a breakdown in the attorney-client relationship. She claims there are irreconcilable differences between them and says Adria's tone and lack of respect and her continued behavior and self-destructive activities have made it impossible for Mitchell Kidd to continue representing her. TMZ broke the story. Adria filed a bomb lawsuit against Diddy back in July, accusing him of sexual assault and SEX trafficking. Mitchell Kidd joined us on TMZ Live a week after filing the suit and told us Diddy's indictment was imminent, and the feds eventually arrested Diddy in September and threw him in jail. As we first told you, Adria, a former corn star whose stage name was Amonique, filed a police report in Miami in August detailing many of the same claims against Diddy she laid out in the lawsuit. Now in the Mitchell Kidd wants a clean break from Adria, and she says the case is still early enough in the process to where Adria won't be negatively impacted by getting a new attorney. For his part, Diddy has denied Adria's allegations. A spokesperson for Diddy tells TMZ less than 3 months after filing her lawsuit against Sean Combs, Adria English has been dropped by both of her attorneys after making completely fabricated statements. Wow. In papers filed with the court today, her former attorney cited Ms. English's questionable antics and undermining behavior. As we've said from the start, anyone can file a lawsuit without proof, and this case is a clear example of that. English escalated things by filing false police reports and making baseless claims, using high-profile events as a backdrop to harm innocent people. No matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never actually assaulted or SEX trafficked anyone. All right. Wow. So, girl, spokesperson for Diddy is claiming that Miss Adria girl is out here filing all type of false claims. She is also factually being dropped by her attorney, who is not saying that Adria is lying, but she's saying that she's complicated as hell. Apparently she's doing things that is not in agreement with her attorney, and she's disrespectful, and she's just wilding the fuck out. And this attorney doesn't want to put up with all of those fucking shenanigans, so she is submitting her memorandum to the judge to let her ass go so that Miss Adria can have the time to be represented by someone else, since it's early enough in the goddamn case to do that, child. And as I said, this is why Attorney Busby said he's going to be vetting. He's vetting that him and his law firm are vetting everybody who they are representing to make sure that there is legitimacy and credibility to the case. Because this is a bad look for attorneys. It's a bad look for law firms. And like I told y'all in the last live, this is why we don't believe any person off rip. You know, you can listen to people and respect what people are saying without drawing a conclusion until things are properly vetted, okay? We know, as I told y'all, in every high-profile case, you always want to get your leeches. You always want to get your attention seekers. It happened when the Usher shit had popped off around him allegedly having STDs and making people's vaginas turn green and shit. This happened in the Bill Cosby case. It happened in the Kelly case, and it's going to happen in the Diddy case. Once again, that same law firm said that they have heard from over 300 people making allegations. Of course, not all 3,000 people have a legit case. Not all 3,000 people are, in fact, actually victims. There are people who just think that they're going to get a payout and that they can just put a story together and more than likely have, you know, have their case be settled out of court. A lot of clout chasers and attention hungry, money hungry weirdos will bank on a wealthy person settling out of court, because sometimes high profile people, wealthy people will do so just to keep the negative publicity from impacting their reputation, even if the claims made are untrue. But obviously, going through with the full on trial and lawsuit brings attention to something you don't even want a part of your reputation to begin with. So sometimes people will settle out of court. Settling out of court doesn't necessarily mean that a person is guilty. Sometimes it's just a strategy to protect the high profile person's reputation and to get a weird ass bitch, you know, just out of the fuck away. So that's why I was saying the other day that I am very happy that Mr. Busby's law firm is going to be taking this shit very seriously. They're not interested in being Tyrone a Blackburn or a Lisa Bloom and just clout chasing off of situations, but are interested in actual legit claims and allegations that can be verified and corroborated and are interested in the fucking truth. Because having these other people who clout chasing and shit, it's going to fuck it up for real victims. It's going to fuck it up for people who got a real case. Once you start getting a lot of these types of people in the mix, then you really position jurors and the general public to not take any of the claims seriously. So it's really fucked up. Now, once again, I don't know if Miss Adria's case is legit or not, but she's being slammed by her own attorneys and she's being slammed by P. Diddy's spokespersons as well. So where there's smoke, there's fire. And once again, we'll continue to see, girl, what happens with her case, child. But Miss Adria done lost her legal representation, child, for acting a goddamn fool and for just not doing what the hell she's supposed to be doing. All right. Let me see here if I got anything else. Do we need to go over? Okay, no, we're gonna talk about that in the next live. And what is this? Okay, no. Okay, yeah. So we're complete, girl. It's a lot going on. Ali says it's like they feel like if they attended a party, right? And you are going to have a lot of that. People who did attend parties, they were not a part of the freak offs, but they did attend the white parties. They attended like the event parties. So, you know, they may have photos that can prove, hey, I was there. They may have footage that they can show, hey, I was there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the things they're claiming happened to them. It doesn't mean that they were a part of the horde of individuals who were taken advantage of. So once again, for the law firms that actually have ethics and morals and actually take what they do seriously, you know, they're going to do their due diligence. For the attorneys and law firms that don't care, they're just interested in raising their social profile, they are going to take anybody coming through the goddamn door because, you know, it'll have their names up in it'll have their business and their law firm up in lights. Because once again, as much as ethics and codes of conduct are supposed to be held in the legal system, it's not always held in the legal system. These attorneys be with the shits as well. They be snakish as fuck. They're subjected to bribes and payouts. They're scandalous as hell. It's a mess out here, girl. So we're gonna have all of that going on in this case. You're gonna just be seeing a lot of clown shit. You're gonna be seeing a lot of legit victimhood stuff. You know, it's unfortunate that all this stuff is going to be kind of in one pot together. So as the public, as a court of public opinion, we should be just as diligent and critical and just, you know, keep an open mind to everything. I think what we all can safely rely on is we know that Diddy is guilty of some of the stuff. He may not be guilty of every single person that can use their mouth to make an accusation, but Diddy is guilty of enough horrendous, fucked up ass shit to be under an investigation. And the good news for anybody who believes that Diddy is innocent and this is just a black man, a black, rich, wealthy man being framed, is that then he gonna be all right then. Because if he's in fact Scott clean, is he in fact ain't did shit, between him having a thorough, allegedly competent legal team and his innocence, it means that he'll be coming home one day and he will be vindicated if his ass in fact didn't commit any wrongdoing to anybody. But I do want you to remember the feds indicted his ass based upon evidence they already got, okay, such as his ass on audio bribing witnesses and alleged victims, threatening them. They removed 3 illegal firearms from his home with smudged serial numbers on them. They removed narcotics. They found narcotics on his persons. The Monday night they arrested his ass. Okay? They have all type of things, girl, coming into the situation with. So we know the bitch is guilty. Okay? But it's going to be a big shit show. It is. It's going to be a long shit show. It's going to be a big shit show. These attorneys as well, you have to remember, they get paid to represent their client for better or for worse. So these attorneys are going to be playing psychological games with our asses. They're going to be doing their fair share of putting out misinformation in order to muddy up the perception of what's going on, to muddy up the truth, etc. So, you know, we're going to have to just be as diligent as possible. Y'all can count on this platform here for us to power through, for us to do the critical thinking, for us to evaluate shit, to be reasonable, etc. We're going to do all of those things, honey, okay, because it's going to be a mess. W says, I hope to see the landscaper subpoena. Yes, I hope they dig around the property and use metal detectors and also dig because the tapes and drugs. Exactly. That's why I was saying they need to get a blueprint of that house and make sure that they do a fine-tooth comb through every nook and crevices, because it's no telling what type of hidden bookshelves, hidden compartments in walls, in bathrooms. I mean, you know, he's done renovations to these homes, and if he got tapes and narcotics and drugs and shit, it means that some of this evidence ain't gonna be sitting in plain sight, and they need to subpoena that fucking plane that was over there in the Caribbean island. They need to get access to his properties outside of the U.S. They're already in the U.K. Metal detectors on the ground, on the yards, baby. Let me tell you something. They better dig it up. They're going to have to dig it up, baby. Unearth it all. So, you know, I know everybody is probably waiting and excited for a trial to see who's going to be subpoenaed, who the witnesses going to be, to see who's going to be brought into this. But I don't think we get a trial no time soon. I think this investigation is going to go on for a minute just because of how much territory and how much of the world they're going to have to fucking scathe through. And they also don't have to, I guess, do all this in one sweep either. You can continue to criminally charge a criminal even after he's been convicted and sentenced and everything, if you continue to find that he has bloody and dirty hands and other crimes committed. So, You know, we might not see everything that can be done in one swell swoop. But, you know, hopefully because of how many industries are connected to the situation, and maybe they need to also subpoena and indict the architects of his homes as well, because these people might have very well much known what Diddy wanted these secret departments created for, you know. Once again, it's an indictment on the medical community, who would have had to administer these IV drips. They would have had to teach Diddy and his entourage how to administer these drugs. Doctors would have had to write off and prescribe these horse tranquilizers and these illegal chemicals that were administered secretly to victims. We already know that the infamous hotel footage of Diddy beating on Cassie, that hotel took a payout. So the hotel industries are going to come under fire. How many of these properties, these leaseholders, these hotel owners suppressed evidence of criminality happening? They're already going all the way back to 2008 with some of these hotels. They want IDs, room numbers. They want a guest list, girl. They want a parking decals, girl. They want everything, child. They want the whole things. Okay, we know that 55% of the victims being represented by Busby's law firms reported not only to hospitals for their injuries, but they also filed police reports. No investigations ever came against Diddy from these reports. Therefore, there's an indictment against the police departments of New York, of LA, of Florida, etc., girl. So this is massive. Oh, you know Anna Wintour, baby. All them high-end, high-fashion whores, baby. All their asses is with the adrenochrome and the Illuminati and the secret society of it all, and the weird spirit cooking of it all, baby. All these people are fucking weird, and they are bored with money. And what happens when you have unnecessary, irrational money, when you have unnecessary wealth, when you have unnecessary popularity, is that things that are normal, you become immune to. You know, the things that we enjoy as everyday people are things that these people are detached from, because they live in another reality. Their money allows them to have indulgence, and after they have indulged in everyday life with their means, they become bored with it. The only thing you can do from there is either continue to be godly or you get into some demonic shit, because your cravings, sometimes your ego will make you think that your cravings have to match your access. This is why a lot of these hip-hop stars, they started off, right, in their careers and their wealth, having a lot of money, and indulging in all of the groupie love, indulging in all of the women who, always at the hotels, always hanging out backstage, ready to get in, ready to get some dick, ready to throw ass, ready to be with all the shits. But if you have access to that day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out, at some point you become bored with something that used to feed your appetite, something that used to feed your desires. But once that becomes normal, once access to gorgeous women, access to gorgeous men, access to a pool of sex and availability every day, all day, you know that you can just exist and your DMs are going to be filled with people throwing themselves. You become desensitized to that. That no longer is interesting. That no longer, because a lot of what made it interesting to begin with was the fact that it wasn't attainable. Once you're able to obtain it and then you actually indulge in it, eventually you lose your sensitivity and your proclivity toward it. And y'all heard what Horseface said. Remember when Horseface Wiggins was in that interview with Storm and Larry, and they started talking about porn, and then he started talking about how, like, girl, you know, he be having to, you know, he got to jack off in the morning, and he got to, like, and the way his evil is set up, girl, he got to go off into some weird shit on the internet. He got to go off into the deep dark web, girl. He got, like, I was like, girl, because when you indulge in anything, eventually you lose your sensitivity toward it. And if you're not careful, Horseface Wiggins, Wendy Wiggins said that. Wendy Wiggins said that he gets off into some weird shit on the internet. I played it verbatim. Y'all can go on Storm channel and look at that interview with Wendy Wiggins, Storm, and Larry. That bitch said he got to get off into some weird shit. Okay, the dark side of the web, baby. Okay, because when you do anything too much, first of all, you're already in your ego profoundly. And if you're not careful about your ego can make you real sick. So when you indulge the ego, and when things become a little bit too repetitious to the ego becomes bored. And then the ego starts to get diabolically creative to replace what it used to binge on for stimulation. It now needs something even weirder than what you was already getting into. Your fetishes can take on a whole nother dark side if you are not careful when it comes to addiction, when it comes to egotism. That's a nasty combination, baby. Egotism and addiction, bitch. This why for some people, simple addictions can become a gateway. Alcohol can lead into full-on drug addiction. Simple cigarette smoking can lead to weed smoking. Weed can lead to pill popping. Pill popping can lead to cocaine, to crack. That's not the case for everybody. That's why I said for some people, if you're not careful with egotism, coupled with the things that you use to treat your egotism can get out of hand, and you can find your ass out there, girl, in the far reaches of the universe where no man has boldly gone before, honey. And you very well can enter into some really dark shit. Yep. There it is, allowing themselves to become possessed by the spirit of greed and gluttony, baby. It only gets worse. And you only do more damage to your spiritual integrity, to your moral compass. That egotism, girl, it is poisonous when you allow it to fully consume you, child, because the ego has to be treated. The ego has to be treated. That's why most human beings, because most people are operating in their matrix identity. They're operating in egotism, not spiritually, but they're operating in ego. And that's why most Americans have some type of addiction, whether it's an addiction to consuming, it's an addiction to spending money, it's an addiction to food, it's an addiction to aesthetic, it's an addiction to collecting something. But the ego needs something. The ego has to be treated. You have to treat the ego. And when you indulge too much in the ego, what you already have to treat it with can become increasingly worse and worse and worse and more disastrous unto your physical body, to your spiritual health, etc. Girl. This is why all of the spiritual mystics, from Buddha to Krishna to Jesus, all of the transcendent masters taught against egotism and taught us to be mindful of egotism and to develop disciplines and to indulge our spirituality and our spirit man, baby, because that was the ego, baby. Your ass can get lost in the gray goose sauce of it all. I'll say even beyond that, most addiction is use. You definitely have to soothe trauma if you're in your ego through addiction, but addiction, I would say, is a property of ego. Even people that I know who don't got no trauma, but they have ego, I still witness them treating their ego. That the ego is where addiction is. And if you live out of your ego, if you're not balanced in your ego, if you are underbalanced in your ego, if you are disproportionate in your ego to spirit ratio, what you are already using to treat your ego, and it looks different for every person. Sometimes it's drugs, it's sex, it's looks, it's cosmetics, it's money, it's materiality, it's success, it's addiction to relationship. I watch everybody who has more ego than spirit treating ego with something. So I think addiction is just a property of ego in and of itself. You got to be careful with that, but we'll have a whole nother story on that. I got another show at 6. I might have to push it back, you guys, to 6:30 or to 7. I don't know yet. I'm about to get my ass up and get dressed because I want to be loud, live, and on camera. If you guys are new here, subscribe. This was a Diddy coverage. We got more Diddy coverage. Then we got some other commentary coming tomorrow, girl. We got to get into some other celebrity tea, girl, because all the things are happening. I love you guys. Please thumbs up the video until it's absolutely stuck. Tell a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. Set your reminder. Let me put the link to the next chat, to the next stream in the chat. Let me see here. Let me see here. Adria. And you guys make sure you set your reminders. Shout out to the 50.4 period. The fuck? And the trauma gets passed on. Yep, through our cellular memory, honey. These things live on. So I just told my pops about period. Thank you, W. Thank you, love. All right, I just posted the link to the next live. You guys set your reminder. Thumbs up ahead of time, girl, so we can already get into the things. Because y'all know, baby, I will cease the kingdom by violence. I don't mind stopping the show to encourage the thumbs up. I need that thumbs up on every piece of content on this platform, baby. I need us to get into the routine of just already coming in, click it, okay? Even if you can't stay, come in and click that thumbs up, baby, okay? Whether you are a part of the replay, whether you're a bush baby, whether you active in the streets, I need y'all to thumbs up the video until it's absolutely stuck. Shout out to everybody. Happy birthday to Prime. I'm gonna send you a little something, my nigga. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys in a few, y'all. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you enjoyed yourself, honey, hit that Cash App, $Consciouztv, spelled just how it is right here on the platform, and or paypal.me/ConsciouzTV if you fucking with the gang. I love y'all. Bye.